now what we need to do is put a site plan, put the house on its block. So look, if you're actually doing this from when you're designing a house, and somebody's given you a block plan and a house you really need to do your block plan first. That way you're going to see if it's all going to fit on the block. But because this is just one of our standards houses, I've just picked the block out of an estate. So first thing we do is we go up to our top tabs and we go to terrain, and then we click on site boundaries. Okay, I don't bother about doing it over the house. I just come in here to one side. We go in this direction, 16, 2, 3, right. Then we go in this direction, 40, 40, 1, 2, 3. And then we go 21. 1, 2, 3. Then we come back across this way. 35 meters, 35, 1, 2, 3. Enter. And then we close that off. Just go finish, and that'll close that section off. Now that we've got our shape, now this might not be exact shape and all these things. What we do is we double click on this. Here's the it's 360 here. So we've got our 1600. And we just change these measurements to get it right. So rather than deleting the whole line, so that way we keep our degree increments right, we just delete out the numbers we need to change between the quotation marks and things like that. Righto. So we've got in our case we've got 358, and then in the next, between the next quotation mark, oops, don't delete it all. We've got what have we got? We've got 56, and then between the last set we've got 20. Okay, now what we do is we'll click into the next box, and that'll change those degrees. And we want to adjust peg number 2, because we started at peg number 1. We want to leave that where it's supposed to and adjust peg number 2. So if you keep your eye on the little plan down the corner here, you'll see, you might not be able to see on the video, but that section there moved, and you'll see it's a little bit crooked at the moment. Then we go to the next one. We keep going around in an anti-clockwise position. Now this measurement's changed because when we adjusted degrees on the other one, it moved this here. So we've got to have our measurement was 40 meters there, so 40, 1, 2, 3. And now our degree angle is 268. 68. If they're just square measurements, you don't have to do this. You don't have to worry about the degrees. And in this block here, I really didn't have to worry about it either. But I just want to show you how you change degrees on things, especially when you've got some angles involved. It's really something you need to know how to do, and this is a really simple way of doing it. 56. 14, so that's 20 again there. Click in this one, adjusting peg number 3, so that's right. Okay, and you see that just moved. So again we go to this one. We need to change those measurements up there, so it's 21, 1, 2, 3. Oops, go and did it again. 21. I need to change the degrees in it, which is 358. 358. 56 is the next measurement. 56. And you'll find 20 is there, and we're adjusting peg number 4, which is this one down here. So we go OK, and then we've got this one here. It was 35 meters, so 35, 1, 2, 3 zeros, and then our forward bearing, rear bearing direct degree angle is 268. So 268, that's right. 56 is here. 56, 56, and 20 is there. So back. 20, number 5. Okay. And our last one was 7 meters 70. Well, that's got 1 millimeter in it, and these figures here are slightly out, but only out, well, that's actually by the 0.2 out. It's that close that I wouldn't even worry about it. It could be that the subdivision plan, they rounded a few figures up for you, but it's that close that would be perfect. Now we know now that all our sides are right and everything, that they're the right length and the right degrees. Now, because the program is set up on degrees, and you would change degrees by going in here to program settings, and you'd go global settings, and this is a degree, like where north and whatnot is, so that would change the degrees and whatnot that are in your site plan. So just go OK. That's why this is sort of on a crooked angle. We don't want it on a crooked angle because our house has been made nice and square to it. So what we do is we just grab a hold of it. I find it easier to use my grid lines I've already got here. See my grid line there. And now what I do is I zoom into it, take angle snap off, and go right click, rotate, click on there. Oh, so I could do that again. Rotate, hang on over there, and the further away you put your cursor, the more control you got. You can move it slowly. And see how now that just lines up beautifully with that line and that line there. So now we know, and if you look at this closely, it's only got the millimeters on it. I've actually set the program up so it takes the degrees off it. So if a person's looking at their house plan, they go, oh hang on, you get the degrees wrong. It's because the global settings on the program are set different. Now rather than going through and change all those global settings, don't worry about it. Set it up like that over there, then just bring it over to here and line it up with that the grid lines I've got there. They'll be that close. Beautiful. So what we can do, a couple of ways of making sure we get in the right spot. We could move this, hook it to the corner of the house, say for instance, the outside corner. Now say it's a 6 metre setback. Now I've got it level with the sides. I can just go move, start dragging forwards, and go 6, 1, 2, 3, enter. So that brings it forward 6 metres. We might just edit undo that, because I think that was a perfect example just there of not having ortho on, because it threw it out to one side. So do it again, right click, move, start dragging forwards, 6, 1, 2, 3, enter. Righto. Now say for instance we wanted to have it 3 metres off this side, or 4 metres off this side, so I could go move, start moving it this way, and go 4, 1, 2, 3, enter, like that. Or say we already know where the driveway is or something, whatever the case may be, you just got to move this around until it's in the right spot. For this exercise, that's where we'll keep the house. Now for a block plan, what you really want to do is put a few measurements on it, so you probably pick a measurement from there to there, and so that's how far the house is from there, and you get another one, go off that same corner boundary again, you put it to the corner of the house and put one there, same here. You probably want to redo that one again, get it off the corner, put it to there, that'll give me a measurement to there, do it again, give me a measurement off the front, showing it 6 metres. You might want to show how far the driveway is going to be, so we put one here like that, and zoom up there, line it up with the corner. And that's pretty much how easy it is to put do a site block. So they can get a little bit harder when you've got ones with all different kinds of angles. This one is a pretty simple one because it's square, it's only got one angle across the corner, and as I said beforehand, if you just had ortho on and went round in a square, you'd actually get that one pretty much right without having to worry about the degree angles. I wanted to show you how to manipulate the degrees, because if you've got one with a lot of angles on the block, it's the only way you're going to be able to draw that. Okay.